I'm Dory with Prairie Scraps. You can find me on YouTube and you can find me on Facebook on Prairie Scraps. And if you'd like to find my VIP group, it is Prairie Scraps Chalkin'. And today we're doing a little bit of ink. I found these gorgeous, I really like these gorgeous towels. They're kitchen towels in a 2-pack, and it says fringe stripe. So these stripes are kind of a trendy stripe. There's 2 different ones. I actually got 3 different colors to try some inking with. So the reason I wanted to do them was because they're actually very affordable. Walmart has these for $5 or $4.96 or whatever their pricing is. So that's what we're gonna do today. Is we're gonna do a little bit of, better use the scissors before I rip the fabric. See how this works out. I've already had a bummer craft I tried to do, and I don't know. I've been using that antique wax. I love it because you don't have to use stain to get it dark, but I think it's just too waxy, and so my transfers aren't sticking to it very well, and I totally wrecked a board. It's a mess. So I'm gonna try. This is craft number 2 for the day. So it is raining in Idaho, and I can't get my internet to work out here in the Airstream. It is chilly. Makes me wonder where in the world was all of this rain this summer when we needed it. Okay, I'm going to set one of these aside. The ink is a permanent ink that we have. It is different than our paste. This is our paste. Has a little purple lid. This is the same color in ink, and this one I've had forever. It's just been a really long one. I actually really like these. These are like almost terry cloth on the back side. I can see why I've been seeing people use them for curtains. Wouldn't that look nice for a curtain? But I need to decide. You see this yellow? This is the yellow in the camper. It's a 1953. And so we're thinking about recovering the couch again. I've already done this once, but it has been a while. And then also, I think this will be my 3rd time redoing the curtains, because I did it the first time the way they had them in here, and you couldn't open and close them, so that was a fail. But now, I don't know, I'm kind of thinking teal, maybe. Do you think teal looks okay with yellow? I don't know. So this is our ink mat that we have, and I'm just gonna put this on here so it stays, and it also will go through. So I don't want it to go through, so I'm gonna go ahead and stick this down on the mat, and I'm gonna try to center it, because I guess I could go this way. That would be the smart thing to do, because I want to have, it doesn't really matter if the mat is centered at all, but I do want to be kind of in the center of this towel, so you can hang it with that in the towel. Okay, so here we go. I'm getting this nice and stuck down, trying to get all the wrinkles out. My fabric person, I've done sewing a long time, my whole life. And anyway, the part of me that learned how to do traditional sewing, in my mind is thinking you should wash this before you use it. But because I'm planning on selling it at a craft fair, I'm not going to do that. All right, so the first one I'm actually using, there's 4 of these on this set. It's called Made from Scratch. I'm pretty sure it's still available, or we have one that's similar. But anyway, I love this one. It says cook, pray, eat, right, in that order. And I'm just trying to I'm eyeballing it. I probably could stand to actually measure it out, and I have used this a fair bit, so I'm gonna have to kind of be tender with this, maybe. It's not sticking very good. I'm having problems with, maybe it's too wet. I don't know what's going on. But I want to make sure it's down really good and everything is sealed. This is making me nervous. I don't know. Maybe we won't do that one. Maybe that one's too used. I don't know what the deal is. All my transfers are in a funk today. I think I have not used this one, Sweet on the Inside. I don't know that I've used this one. So I'm going to try that one, see if it sticks. It says sweet on the inside. This is a lot of ink though. And I just wanted to use the black velvet ink. Is that about the same? Yeah, about. Okay, we're going to stick that down. I don't know, it's not sticking. Sometimes I do find with fabrics, there are certain fabrics that do not stick as well. And I think I figured out with the t-shirts, because I had one that was like a polyester blend, and it seemed like it didn't stick very well to the polyester blend. So we're just gonna hope and pray, I guess, on this one. So this one says sweet on the inside, and let me see if I can find my, we're pretty good mixed up. I've used this a fair amount. As you can see, I'm like getting to the bottom of it, but still there's plenty there to use. I'm not going to buy more ink till I use it up. This was one of my original inks. When I first started doing the inks, I just bought like this one. Well, part of it was like, well, what is available, right? I bought this black, and I could find silver shimmer at the time. Oy, oy, oy. This is really soaking it up. And this has gotten dry over time too, so it's a pretty dry. When I first got this, I would do this like a lot on mugs and things like that. Ooh, I'm getting ink everywhere. You don't want to smudge it anywhere else, so if you get it on your fingers, you want to be sure you're getting it off, because if you get it on your shirt, or if you get it on off to the side, which I have done, it does stain. So you don't want to do that. Anyway, I'm actually spreading it on pretty thick here. This is a very thick towel, so I think it'll be just fine. The nice thing about this ink is that it's not just on the surface. You know, like when you use the vinyls are very much on the surface. So I'm gonna try to go in the same direction and take off any extra and make sure all the little areas are full. Anything extra you can put back into the container and reuse it. As you can see, I've hardly used any over the years. Like, this has been 3 years I've been using the same ink. I've done cups and mugs and wine glasses and you name it, I've done it. Okay, so I've got lots on my fingers. I'm going to take that off, and then we're going to peel to reveal. This is the best part, right? Seeing what it looks like. The nice thing about the inks, as opposed to the chalks, is that the inks don't dry as quickly. So this, anything that you can heat set, you want to put the ink on. So glass, ceramic, some people have done those metal tumblers that use like camping. And then this one, cloth, fabric, t-shirts, hats. Ooh, that turned out really nice, actually. Yay! It turned out despite me. Despite not really sticking very well. Okay, I'm making sure it's all off my fingers again, sorry. And then I will hold it up so you can take a look at that and see that. See how nice that is? Isn't that cute? So I will let this dry 24 hours, and then I will take an iron to it with a piece of parchment paper over the top so it doesn't go onto my iron. It does totally go through. I've had this question asked a lot. So this one actually does not show through the other side. That's how thick this fabric is. But like if you're doing a t-shirt, you definitely want to use a mat or a piece of cardboard to put behind it so it doesn't leak through. But isn't that the cutest? I think it's just the best. All right, I'm going to go ahead and set this aside. Try not to goober it on itself, and I'm gonna do the other one. So isn't this so fun? You can totally do a couple of things. You can use multiple uses. These can be actually used like over and over and over. This one's got a little, I'll have to pull that through to the back side. It's got a little pull. I think it's from the tag. Ugh. Anyway, Won't be inking there anyway. So I think I'm going to try to use the leftovers are for quitters. I think this one should stick. I've used that cook, pray, eat quite a few times, like on, oops, this has got kind of a turn to it, I can see. I got it on there cooking. Okay, just gonna reuse this, leave that, don't touch it. We don't want it to get smeared at all. And then I'm gonna put this down as hard as I possibly can. This one's got a little more transfer area, so I think it, oop, I maybe got it to one side. I think it might be easier. Seems like the middle is kind of pulled. I liked just doing the black a lot, and like on dark things, white. It goes with everybody's decor. And so anyway, doing these for a craft fair, I think these towels are really nice. I think I can sell them probably for $8 to $10 a piece. Usually my towels go for about $8. So I think that's going to be a good deal if you purchase it for $2.50 plus your transfers and everything like that. Really good deal. Wouldn't this make a great Christmas present? I think it would be a great Christmas present. Hostess gift. That would be a really nice hostess gift. Get on the forks. 2 forks together. Make sure we get all the tines. Get all the letters. So, you know, have you ever gotten those vinyl made t-shirts where they kind of iron it on? Boy, have I got this up my look at my finger. It's way up my finger. And you throw them into the washer and dryer the first time and they practically all fall off. I know last year we got some wrestling shirts from a lady here locally. We were trying to buy locally, and she was just starting doing vinyl and all that kind of stuff, and I don't know what she was doing. If she was just using not very good grade, you know, press or vinyl or whatever it was. And it didn't even make it to the washer and the letters were falling off. It was awful. So I was like, before you order the next round of sweatshirts, can we please find a new place? And so we did have to go a little bit further away, but man, it was worth it to get ones that were stuck. The only bad thing about, oh, that was close. I almost went off on the towel. The only bad thing about Chalk Couture is you can't, other than like piecing together your letters, which is very tedious, you can't really like personalize it. You can personalize it in the sense that you can do whatever you want with the transfers that we have, but you're kind of stuck with, I'm going to set that right there so that I can wash it. And I'll take this in and just wash it with water. It will stain the transfers, but that's totally fine. And everything else you touch. So, anyway, I'm going to peel this in a minute. The nice, like I was saying, the chalks you have to kind of work swift. It'll dry in there, but these will give you a little bit of time. You can play with it. And like I said, you're going to make it dry anyway. I'm going to have ink under my nails, what little nails I have. I don't have very nice nails. Don't look. Okay, making sure I don't have ink anywhere because I do not want to make a mess on my towel. Okay, we'll see how this looks. Ooh, it's good, it's good, it's good. I just love those little forks. They were so tiny. Like, you could never do a vinyl this tiny, I don't think. Not without some issues. You would have it. Okay, I'll show you that one. Isn't that cute? So there it is, my kitchen towel. And like I said, this will be so permanent. Even, like, I do iron them and press them to make sure that they stay put. I've never had one even come off, even remotely. Washed and dried all of our t-shirts and everything multiple times, and never had an issue with any of them coming apart or being a problem or whatever. And I have to say, these are so permanent. So permanent. So I'm just going to pull this off the mat and put the sticky part, or the other mat. I found this mat, if it's left out with something on, it dries up. So I don't want it to dry up. But it's a restickable mat. They aren't super expensive at all. I'm gonna wipe it off a little bit just to make sure I don't have ink in that spot. I don't think it even went through. So anyway, thanks so much for joining me. Make sure to subscribe and like this, and then also sprinkle the love around the internet for me a little bit. This just is my little, right now, just a little fun that I like to do, and it makes me a little extra money, so I can help my family out, and you know, it's just fun. Who doesn't love to craft? So actually, we'll see you around. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you soon.